Good morning. It is Monday following my Friday restock. So today is all about packing up all the shop orders. I checked through on my laptop and I had 82 orders. 2 just came through this morning because I managed to add a few more unicorns to the shop. So today is packing. Now, I'm not a fan of packing. It's well documented that I do not enjoy the packing side of my business. I need a physical shop where you can come in, you can have a chat, you can buy your goodies, and then you can take them with you when you go. But that would involve me having to actually wear things other than bleached jogging bottoms and Turtles t-shirts. So it's probably best that I run an online shop. So that does involve packing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I pack. I pack a lot of my things separately to prevent breakages because I do work with polymer clay. It is quite robust, but you know, when you send things through the post, they're not always handled how you would hope they would be handled. I have a system on my shop that doesn't keep the stuff in your basket. It's not my website's fault, it's my fault. I have very low stock levels. When I'm adding stuff to the shop, I could be added 6, 8s, 10s of things. Sometimes, like the dinosaurs, I made 50 dinosaurs. So my stock levels are really low. So when you think you've got something in your basket, when it comes time for you to check out, those items may not be there. Someone may have checked out quicker than you. And there's no way around it. We did try a timed basket on my shop. It didn't really work. It sort of broke everything else. So what I've done, my husband did for me, thank you Conrad, is he set up a local pickup option. So basically what you do on my website is you go to the item that you really want the most. So if you're after one of the character cupcakes or a character teapot, you go, you get that first, you check out, you pay your postage. You know that's yours. Then you can go back into my website as many times as you like, check out, and use the local pickup option. And what that means is you will only be charged postage once. It's the easiest workaround so far that we've come up with. Conrad's always looking at ways to try and improve it. At the moment, this is the one that works best. But what it does mean is I now have to go onto my laptop and filter out my customers. So what I do is I go to my orders, I look at the ones that are processing, which just means they're waiting for me to actually process them. And I can filter them out by customer. So, hang on. I've just filtered out one now. And my customer has checked out 7 times. So what I do is I get together all the items from all 7 orders. I check the notes. Sometimes people want specific colours of things. So like the dinosaurs, for example, they're all selected at random. You can leave me a note. And if I've got the colour that you're specifically requesting, I will of course accommodate you. And then I also check to see how you would like the postage sent. I do first recorded, second recorded. So I check that all those are how you want them. So what I'll do now is I will show you how I go about packing an order. I'm just going to show you one because my packing generally takes me about a week, on and off. I do other things. Like this morning I've painted faces on unicorns and so on. But I will show you how I go about packing and why it takes me so long. These are the boxes where I store all my stock that's made ready to go. They go all the way along. And in all these boxes are all the items that are on the shop ready to buy. The Paw Patrol pot is full of female frosting. I pinched it off my son, not the frost in the pot. I did have pink briefly because I've got blue boxes. I had blue bubble wrap. It's lovely. They come in massive rolls. I get about 100 meters, I think it is, at a time. And it's about a tenner, and I just get it off eBay. There's, you know, no secret there. It's in my box and it's ready. So I'll show you now how it's like Tetris, trying to get all the bits to fit. Labels and my return labels, I use this Brother thermal label printer. Saying it 10 times fast is very difficult. It's amazing. It doesn't require ink because it is thermal, as I said, and I will just print a label now if I can find who I'm trying to print. Where are you? There you go. So I store all my labels on my computer and I just print. And it's as simple as that. To show you what my labels look like. I just remove the address. Here are my labels. They've got my they've got my logo on. These are 62 millimeters. I'm not sure. I will check. I also print my return address labels, which go on the back of my boxes. There they are. And it's brilliant. It means I can add in whatever I want, whatever text I need to. The only thing I need to replace are the labels. I got it from Amazon and the labels, and I'll pop a link below. I get asked about my printer quite a lot on Facebook, so if I pop a link below for this very printer and the labels I use. I also have a continuous label, which is what I use to print the small ones. You just size it up and it trims it down for you. But it's fab. I absolutely love it, and it looks much better than handwriting the addresses, which if you've got lovely nice neat handwriting, that's fab, but who wants to be addressing boxes all the live long day? Certainly not me. So now my box is all packed up, ready to go, and all I do is I just write on first recorded at the top, and then these get dropped to the post office by my husband. I use post office drop and go. Yeah, and that's it. That's my packing process. I'm just talking to my phone, filming, and I realised I hadn't actually pressed record. And I realised it when I hit record, thinking I was ending a recording. Should we start again? I have a box. I'm just going to cover the label. It's all packed up, ready to go. So this is what it looks like. I write on there, up in the corner, how it needs to be sent. So this says first rec, which means first recorded. The back has a little returns label, so that if anything does happen, it should come back to me, although they don't generally. I haven't forgotten about the dinos. They will go in a jiffy bag because they're flat. They can go in a jiffy bag separately. I couldn't fit them in the box no matter how hard I tried. I use post office drop and go. I really like it because it means I can pack all my things up here, and Conrad will take them off to work with him, and on his lunch he will drop them to the post office in Bridgend Town, which is fab because it means it really saves me a job. I used to take them to our local post office and I would have to stand there. It's a very small post office and it's also a shop, so I would have to stand in the queue waiting for people to be served, and sometimes they would take my bags and I'd go back and pay the next day. Sometimes I'd have to stand there as they process each box, and when you add it up over the week, it takes a lot of time, and time is something I don't have a lot of because I can only work school hours, and then I work in the evening. So anything that can give me more time and reduce the amount of things I need to do in a day is great. So the post office drop and go, I love. I've had a few boxes go missing, but when you think about how many boxes I send, I've got a super low percentage of boxes that go missing, so I've really no complaints. But that was just a glimpse of my packing. I've now got 81 more orders to pack, so I just thought I'd show you what goes into it. I wrap them individually to prevent breakages through the post. Unfortunately, I have to use a lot of the little plastic bags. I've looked for alternatives, but I can't get the biodegradable bags small enough for my needs. So at the moment I use plastic bags. Customers are sending them back to me, and I know my customers reuse them, so I feel a little less guilty about it. So, but yeah, alternatives have been looked at, but I just can't find any at the moment. Any questions about anything to do with my packing process, my shop, my website, let me know. The website questions will be directed to Conrad. I dare not try and answer them because it will probably be wrong. I will leave links below for the label printer and the labels. It's such a worthwhile purchase. I think I paid £50 odd for it. I can't remember. I think they may have gone down. I've had it now for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. It's fab. No ink. The only thing you have to replace is the labels. I love it. So I'll leave the link below for that. Got it on Amazon. I get most things on Amazon. Anyway, that's it. I'm off. Busy. I hope this was helpful, informative. It was probably a little bit boring, let's be honest. It's why I really dislike packing. At least filming this has distracted me a little bit from the packing. See you in the next video.